Hey there. Whew. We're all working through healing, working through insecurities, building connection. That's what this channel is for. This channel is affiliated with the ChangeWell site, and we're developing a new series called LearnWell, specifically for individuals who are trying to work through their own healing journey, working through change, especially in patterns of getting stuck, and maybe also professionals who were constantly going through learning. If you struggle with change, I promise that the issue is not you. You have adapted your current behaviors, feelings, choices based on past experiences and have developed this rich process. The process itself may no longer be working for you, and that's something that we can change together. I'm Leah Chardon, psychologist, entrepreneur, peer-reviewed researcher, former university instructor, and owner of ChangeWell Psych. And we have built together as a team a library of resources that can unpack that ability for change bit by bit. Let's face it, sometimes when we've been trying over and over again to feel differently and make the changes we want, it can feel really inaccessible. Then on top of that, we live in a culture that perpetuates things and slogans like, just do it, be the change, step into leadership and abundance, when honestly just stepping out of our beds and into our day can feel so uninspired. What really helps us are small incremental steps that build the building blocks as we're engaging in change. It's kind of like a Lego structure. We need to have a really solid foundation in order to build a structure that is absolutely incredible and that takes time. You don't have to wait until someday, though, to take that step for change. It doesn't have to be the beginning of the month or the start of a year. Fun fact, did you know that 75% of people who start a big goal, particularly at the new year, end that goal or no longer have the consistency and motivation after 1 week? That's why we need to start small and walk together in this change process. And through the change process, that we recognize there'll be ebbs and flows, periods where we don't feel the spark or feel like we want to. And we're going to talk through how do you address particularly when that brain, or kind of what I lovingly call my inner child or my inner adolescent, is saying, I don't want to. How do we still move through that together? We don't want fear to paralyze you in your process. And actually, when we learn how to move through fear, that creates a process called neuroplasticity. Our brains are actively restructuring and associating learning and ways to move through fear, which also actually increases dopamine, which is that feel-good hormone, and helps blood flow through our prefrontal cortex, which associates memories then more so with I can do and work through fear or walk alongside it, as opposed to freezing in the face of it. That's our work as therapists and how to help you learn in the process to rewire your brain. There's no invalidating, you just gotta do it here, because we know what it takes to even step into the space of let me learn and look up content so I can move through my own process. We're a group who are real. You'll hear real life examples, genuineness, and a lot of validation of how hard it is and also how much respect that we have for you and your journey. Please remember that it takes about 60 days to really start noticing effective, long-lasting change, that those ebbs and flows become a little less frequent and intense around that mark. We're so excited to share content with you. We want to hear what lands for you, what doesn't. Please share in comments, subscribe to LearnWell, follow us on ChangeWell on Instagram and Facebook, and we can't wait to start this process with you. Together, we truly believe that we can build confidence, reduce shame and insecurity, and increase the kind of action, connection, relationships, and changes that you want in your life.